Power to the people, I'm back. Power to the people, I'm back with another video. This your first time coming into my channel, go ahead, man. Coming into the channel, mash up those likes, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. And that's our problem as black people. We don't like to support each other, but we support the cause always of our oppressor. No matter where black people at around the globe, we always assist our oppressor to oppress the people who do not want to be oppressed. Us as black people, we don't want to be oppressed. We want to be like everybody else on the planet. We want to be free like everybody else on the planet, no matter where we at. You feel what I'm saying? So, the only reason why white supremacy thrives the way it does because of us as a people. We assist in the extermination, in the annihilation, and the deletion of our people all the time on all levels of the game. No matter if it's social issues, political issues, economic issues, health issues, we help exterminate and undermine ourselves, which is a backwards mindset. Retardation. Retardation is not only secluded to a people who may be born disabled mentally. When you say retard, that means to go back. You feel what I'm saying? So us as a people, we don't never galvanize and use our unity as a might in the land. And this is why we're the last man in the race. And the race soldiers are continue to have their way. Now check this out. We do not call what they call from a political standpoint, what they call coups in Africa. I call coups in Africa are those staged by the CIA, white Western foreign powers who want to control the resources of a particular land. So they put a puppet in power. You see what I'm saying? And then when the puppet is yanked out of power and people want to control their own destiny, which is African people, we could call those revolutionary takeovers. But a coup is when you have a leader or a president who's in office, who works in the behalf of his people, not being greedy with the Western world. So when this particular individual is taken out of power, we could call that a coup. We could call that a coup by the United States government or one of these European powers such as France, Great Britain, Germany, Canada, any European white colonizer who comes to tear down a prominent leader. So this is what's going on right now in Africa. We have revolutionary military take over power. We have revolutionary activism going on in Africa, a pan-African movement to take back the lands of that great continent, Africa. But here's a catch-22. As Africans regained their real independence, not some fake independence of the 60s. Most African countries who were so-called independent in the 60s were really colonized by their former colonizer, because what the colonizer did, played a trick on everybody's head, is put a puppet regime. They leave a puppet regime. When France left Niger, they made sure to keep a puppet regime in power so France can come back and steal all the resources. How is it that France got an atomic energy plant inside of Niger, mining for uranium used to light up France, while 85% of Niger African people live with no electricity? That's not right. So July 26th, it was the overthrow of Mohamed Bazoum, the puppet leader. Oh, the United States is upset. This is why the United States would never deal with the African in this country, the African, the black people of this country. Some of us want to be Aboriginal, but we are the original people of the earth, the first people of the earth. Like I said before, I'm not Aboriginal. I am the original. The Aboriginal came from me. So somebody's telling a lie that the slave trade didn't happen out of Africa into the Americans. Somebody is lying. Anytime your bloodline is tainted with that black sperm or that melanated sperm, that particular individual becomes that individual black. Remember, white is recessive. The Aboriginal came recessive. But the original people of the earth was already in the Americans. But a slave trade did also happen in the Americans out of Africa. We got the proof. We got the receipts. So all this talk that Africa, we ain't African, and all this old crazy talk, this is all funded by the government to keep us disunited. It's always the Negro who keep a wedge between us and freedom. Somebody always doing the bidding of white supremacy. So the Republic of Benin in Africa has authorized a stationary masonry soldiers to be deployed against their own brother, Benin's president. Come on. Patrice Talon, you are in trouble. All puppet regimes that are in Africa, you're walking on eggshells. This is a revolution. This is not a coup. This is a revolution. So this dude in Benin, president, is collaborating with certain countries from the ECOWAS community, the Economic Community of West African States. The acronym is ECOWAS. These Negroes are lining themselves with France because, do you know, France is kicked out of Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea. France is on her way out of South Africa. People are through with France. Once France is gone, the rest of the white people will be up out of there. The United States of America. You soon gonna have to get up out of Africa. It ain't gonna be easy, y'all, because this European gotta swing back. BRICS is lining up against America. A lot of people don't know what BRICS is. That's a new currency being formed by people who tired of America bullying people with the dollar, bullying nations with the dollar. It's going down, y'all. The white boy got to swing back. The white boy got to swing back. But I want y'all to check this clip out.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for the fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute and might otherwise be infringing non-profit education. Personal use tips the balance in the favor of fair use.
The Niger junta that ousted French ally, President Mohamed Bazoum, from power and asked France to leave their territory has denounced military cooperation agreements with neighboring Benin that were concluded in 2022. The junta has accused Benin of considering aggression against Niger, as they're still under the control of France and the coups. The junta said that Benin has considered aggression against Niger instead of supporting them against Western influence and exploitation. The Republic of Benin has authorized the stationing of mercenary soldiers and war equipment as part of the plan of aggression desired by their former colonial masters, France, and in collaboration with some countries in the coups. ECOWAS, which is under the chairmanship of Nigeria's president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has been threatening military intervention in Niger to restore constitutional order and reinstate ousted President Bazoum, who has been held prisoner and is refusing to resign. Niger had a military agreement with Benin that involved the exchange of intelligence, air assistance to monitor the jihadists, and joint operations between the two armies. Prior to denouncing this military agreement, the Niger junta had accused France of preparing aggression by deploying forces in several African countries. However, Paris was quick to deny the accusations. The French president has also refused to recognize the authority of the junta. We have a video detailing how the junta accused France. We've added the link in the description below. Make sure you watch it too. The junta also denounced military agreements with France and asked all French troops and the French ambassador to leave their country. There are 1,500 French troops stationed in the capital city of Niamey. The Nigerian people have rallied and demanded that these troops leave their territory. You can find the link to the demonstrations in Niger in the link we've added below. The new military government in Niger now says that France's presence in Niger is illegal. Also, the French ambassador and the French foreign minister have ignored invitations from the post-coup prime minister in Niger to settle their differences amicably. To make matters worse, the junta has arrested Julien Stéphane, the French counselor for French citizens in Niger, and kept him in custody. If the Niger junta's accusations are true, then it is really shameful that Africans are gathering to attack their fellow brothers in the 21st century because it is beneficial to their former colonial masters and other Western powers. The whole of Africa has eyes on those countries whose military are gathering to attack Niger just because Niger does not want France in their country and are trying to escape French exploitation. Any African country that marches against Niger will not be forgotten. We will not forget such betrayal. Do you think Benin will side with France to attack Niger? Do you think that the arrest of the French official will increase tensions between both countries? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the new tourist channel for more informative videos like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video, which shows you the countries willing to defend Niger if anyone tries to attack.
So there it is. Africans fighting Africans for the colonizer. I just don't get it. How is it that we can be used as pawns for people who never had a best interest for African people? Wake up. Why would an African put himself in power to watch his own people starve when Africa has the landmass of rich uranium, rich resources, untapped resources are in Africa, the richest land in the world with the poorest people in the world? So how is it that America, France, and the European Union supports France in a military aggression against Niger when the Niger people are living in the dark. 85% of African people, black people that look like me and you, suffer in a land that roughly have 3 million people. You mean to tell me that these people suffer economically, no jobs, because France owns 85% of the atomic energy plant in Niger, and Niger only owns 15% of the plant? Is that proper? If this is what America back, they so mad at the new military, the revolutionary military junta who took power, seized power, and took their freedom. And the world is mad. France is mad. France has an ego too. The ambassador of France didn't want to leave the embassy, the France embassy in Niger. They arrested that fool. The white man says that they do not recognize the Republic of Niger's new founding rulers. You feel what I'm saying? Just like when the Africans won their independence, won it through fighting. Nobody can give you independence. The Haitians won through a war. The African Haitians. That's how you know that slavery happened up out of Africa, because they use voodoo to overcome. They use African spirituality in Haiti, which you Indians, Negroes, do not know anything about. But the Haitians are real Africans, maroon Africans, real Africans who use voodoo to free themselves from France back in 1809 when Napoleon got defeated by Toussaint L'Ouverture. Read your history. Know your fucking history. France, America did not recognize Haiti in those days as a black republic, even though they won that war, shed bloodshed, demolished France, embarrassed France. Your boy Napoleon had to come back, defeated, and sell New Orleans to the American people. You didn't know France owned Louisiana. It's called the Louisiana Purchase. This is why, you know, they don't tell you about this great, phenomenal history. They keep it away from you that an African made history in 1809, defeating Napoleon, made Napoleon broke. Napoleon came and sold Louisiana to the United States of America. Facts. Check. So the junta military has in its military agreement and ties with Benin, because Niger says that France is amassing troops in Benin. Benin is going to be used, I guess, as an attack base in Niger. So like I said before, in my recent videos, the reason why niggas in this country is claiming that they're Indian, they ain't African now. These niggas being paid. Check this out. So when these Neanderthals start killing Africans in Africa, we could say, them ain't our people. We Indian. We Native American. You know what I'm saying? Not telling the truth. I got a great-great-grandmother that was Native American, but it's some African with her too. So anytime you're tainted with that African blood, you don't want to recognize that. You're just like the Latinos, the Puerto Ricans, you know what I'm saying, They still hold some African customs, don't even know where they come from. You know what I'm saying? Yes. All that stuff that they practice, that stuff is African. All you so-called Geechee stuff that you see in Louisiana and all this stuff, this is African stuff. And people don't even know where it came from. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of black people in this country don't want to associate with the continent of Africa because the white man made Africa look bad. When Africa is the bread basket. How the hell is America the motherland? I keep saying this stupid shit. When America has to go cross seas and steal all the natural resources from Africa. As Africa goes, the world goes, the United States goes, France goes. When I mean the world goes as you know it from the European standpoint. Your European leaders in each European place, I'm talking about Spain, no matter where white people at, they depend on Africa. Facts. How is this the motherland? People, you keep saying this the motherland. When France and all Western worlds got to suck from Africa. Africa is the surrogate mother to these weak ass countries where it's cold at and they grounds ain't producing like Africa. Get the fuck out of here. You come to divide and conquer with this neo-Indian shit, anti-African shit. I'm with Julius Malema of South Africa. He said don't fall for the anti-African agenda. Because African Americans, or whatever we want to call blacks in America, you gonna wish you went to Africa when they close the borders to America, when the fall of the dollar starts to decline in 2024 with this new currency called BRICS. It's over with. You feel me? I talked to the Indians who own the gas stations. They said 2024, when BRICS take form, they get the fuck up out of going. They're going back to India because India is joining BRICS. It's Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Yeah, the Africans gonna have their own currency. Why should they entertain the dollar when these countries, these African countries, got the resources? They develop, and ain't nobody gonna be able to buy uranium with American dollars. So something's about to go on in this country, whether niggas want to recognize it or not. They think I'm crazy. I ain't no mathematician, but if you can't deal in the currency of the rest of the world, then that undermines your motherfucking dollar. Why you think they killed Muammar Gaddafi for? Trying to undermine the motherfucking American dollar when he tried to take the world on the gold dinar. Who got all the gold? But you keep saying America, the motherland, you damn fool. So France's president, Emmanuel Macron, he's about to get support from Africans. And all you got to do is read history. These African leaders, such as President Patrice Talon, he knows better. Talon knows better. He know he has read history, have people in Benin, the Dahomey people. If you know anything about the Dahomey people who captured African people and put them in the slave trade through Great Britain, but you Negroes keep saying slavery didn't happen out of Africa. We got the receipts, Negroes. Get the fuck out of here trying to change history. I see all you stupid motherfuckers trying to change history, trying to lightweight act like you on some anti-black white man shit, but you ain't. You working for the white man to try to stop us from getting reparations and pointing out that we African. We one people. Quit trying to divide us. The African is the aggressive gene, the dominant gene. So if you have Indian from your Indian master, even your Indian master turn a different color after keep mixing with our people. That's how your Indian become dark skinned from our people. We made them. We are not aboriginal, we're original. So you mean to tell me Benin, these are the African countries that are siding with a white power structure against black people. These are modern day slave hunters. So we said Benin, Senegal, come on Senegal. I know you're not about to participate in the annihilation, extermination of African Nigerian people, but they ready. They backed by a lot of people, Russia in there, North Korea going back, Burkina Faso, Mali. You know, it's a revolution going on in Africa. Yeah, France is building up forces, equipment in several neighboring West African countries in preparation for aggression against Niger. May the spirit of our ancestors be with Niger in all revolutionary takeovers of each country. Keep doing it. Keep taking them over. And don't get caught up in the anti-African agenda. Peace and black power.